Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome back to the Dragon Ball Super episode discussion series where today we're finally here. How long has it been? 19 episodes, that's how long it's been. It's been 19 episodes of build up, but we're finally here. We're finally at the Tournament of Power in today's episode, episode 96, entitled The Time Has Come to the World of Void where the universe's fates will be decided. That is a long title. I said that last episode, but that's a long title. And whoa, some time ago we got this stuff, and we're finally here. We're finally at the tournament. This was a great way to build up what is going to be what I feel is going to be the best arc of Super so far. This is going to way outshine the Future Trunks arc, I believe, because they're doing everything right here. They're doing everything that the Champa arc did wrong. They're doing all that stuff right. So with that being said, let's jump into the episode. As we get into the episode, it starts off with the arena and the 4 universes who are exempt from the tournament, being universes 1, 5, 8 and 12, all appear and sort of kind of inspect the ring and see how it's doing. The Universe 5 God of Destruction, Arak, asks if the stage is gonna last this whole entire fight with 80 different fighters on the stage at once. Daishinkan says that it's made of Kachi Kachin, which is an even stronger material than the Kachin we know and love, or well, not love, but you know what I mean. The Kachin we know from Universe 7, the stuff that broke the Z-Sword and allowed Old Kai to get out of the Z-Sword, so that sort of stuff. He then asks them to, if you think it's not gonna work, fight and, test it out, where Liqueur, Arak and Ivan, Universe 8, 5 and 1's Gods of Destruction, then duke it out in this very well animated, very fast paced and hectic battle. We see a bunch of different key attacks. We see Liqueur with this key sword type thing. It really reminds me of Zamasu and Goku Black back in that arc. And we also see that Ivan has this kind of thing you'd see out of Final Fantasy. This, he makes all these yellow key orbs and then fires them off. It kind of looks like a light attack or something like that. But it's so amazing. They're absolutely tearing this arena up. However, come the end of it, Zeno was sleeping, so they saw none of this stuff because they wanted to do this to make Zeno aware of the fact that they are the superior universes in the Omniverse. So while Daishinkan is busy getting all the universes together, he's like, right, you did this, you're going to rebuild and improve the arena by the time the tournament begins, which is really funny. We then switch to Universe 7 with Frieza finally meeting the team of Universe 7, and immediately we get total savagery from this man. Vegeta says, that halo really suits you, Frieza, and Frieza's like, well, if you want I can give you one too, which is, Frieza's an absolute alpha, this man. It's great. It's going to be so interesting to see how the interactions and the almost strategy and teamwork is going to be around about Frieza, because we know, they know, Frieza is not going to comply with what they want. I'm sure maybe every now and again and during the tournament we'll get to see Frieza come in and save Goku or Vegeta or Gohan or someone like that, but I don't think it's going to happen very often, very rarely I think. But it's kind of funny too, because Goku asks if there's anyone other than Frieza to replace Buu, because Tenshin Han's kind of concerned about the Frieza situation and him joining the team. And just like Toru Furuya said on Twitter, he is the Japanese voice for Yamcha. Yamcha is indeed there lurking in the background, which is very funny. It's kind of sad he doesn't get to join the team, just cements his place as a kind of a gag character. But then Vegeta says that they don't really need strategy, but Piccolo says that if they don't use it, then there's a very high chance that Trunks and Bra will be destroyed along with the universe. I mean, let's not kind of beat around the bush here. They will get absolutely annihilated. Not to mention, everyone else, Bulma, Goten, Chi-Chi, Videl, all these other people. But then Kaioshin says there's strength in numbers. However, of course, Vegeta and Goku don't abide by that rule because they are, pure blood Saiyans and all. They think that they can take on the world by themselves. Which then gets them all to hold hands together to go to the world of Void, and there's a funny little scene with Frieza and Vegeta, with Vegeta refusing to hold Frieza's hand, but Beerus gets in between them both, and Daishinkan then teleports them to the world of Void as we go to a commercial break. We come back from the break as they arrive in the world of Void, which has a really creepy atmosphere about it. It has a lot more of a creepy atmosphere than I originally thought. It did seem kind of scary at first, but it seems really more creepy now with these really weird clouds in the background. It gives a very ominous vibe about it. I don't know about you guys, but it definitely gives me that. The gods are still repairing the arena as more guys teleport in. First off, we get Universe 4. Goku attempts to fly, but they don't really have control of the flight key in this world. That's controlled by Daishinkan. However, one thing that is mentioned is that we see Universe 10, and they have characters who naturally have wings, so they can fly. And it's also mentioned that the gravity is manipulated so that it fits the birthplace of the person standing on it. So Goku will feel the gravity of planet Vegeta, Krillin will feel the gravity of planet Earth, and so on and so forth. The gods go up to the stands as Frost approaches and immediately locks eyes with Frieza. Goku notices hit, and there's a really funny split second where Champa appears pulling a face at Goku. However, as Goku goes over, he and Vegeta are approached by Kaba, who introduces them to Caulifla and Kale, who are the first female Saiyans that Goku have actually ever seen before. Frost and Frieza are sitting way at the back of the arena with absolutely no one around them, and it sounds like a real scheme is going on between them. They plan to fight together in the tournament because they're so alike. It's just like Ryusei Nakao was hinting at one of the cons in America, I believe. I'm not sure which one it was. Then Marcerita, the Angel of Universe 11, tells Daishinkan that they are ready, and we get a very, very old school moment. This is something that happens so much in original Dragon Ball Z, that we see like that beam of light shoot through the characters' heads when they sense like an absolutely huge power, as we see Universe 11, the primetime universe that's going to be up against our boys Universe 7 in this tournament. We see Toppo, Dispo, Casaral, and of course the main man himself, Jiren. Goku goes over to see Toppo and he says that they will settle their fight during this tournament. He sees Jiren and he tries to kind of talk to Jiren, but before Goku can even do a single thing, Jiren is behind him and tells him to, you know, get lost, which is very crazy. Like, he got behind him so fast. The gods then manipulate the blocks of the arena to attack the fighters. They go for Goku and Jiren. Goku jumps and dodges, but Jiren just stands there and lets them fly past him, which is very insane how he's managing to predict that. However, all of the universes have assembled and Daishinkan starts to kind of do a roll call. We get a very big answer as the first universe is revealed. The Yard Rat that we have been wondering about is actually, to our surprise, not from Universe 6, but from Universe 2, which is very interesting. I want to know some more backstory on this guy. I want to know why he's from Universe 2. It's a very random and specific universe. Did he migrate from Universe 7 to Universe 2, or was he naturally born in Universe 2? Because he does look different from the Universe 7 Yard Rats. He doesn't have like the kind of whiskers. He's got a little bit of a different outfit, but not too much. But I'm sure we'll get some more information on these guys, if not from the episodes, but from Toei and the bios. They're probably going to put on their website pretty damn soon. Universe 2 is also the universe of Ribrianne, that kind of Teletubby Sailor Moon looking girl that we saw a few episodes back. I can't even remember what one. As well as this huge guy who kind of looks like General Rildo from GT, which is very funny, which I'm probably thinking, you know, Toyotaro has done a few designs here. I can definitely tell that he has done a few designs here. Universe 3 comes up with all these robots and these cyborgs and stuff that we can see. Universe 4 with the spy guy that we saw in, I believe, I want to say episode 91 or 92, I think. They do also mention that there's only 8 fighters in Universe 4, however Tenshinhan mentions he can faintly sense a couple more of them, one of which we believe to be Damon, the bug guy from the intro, as he's known to conceal himself, that we kind of saw in a leaked bio from Toei's website that I believe Teres27 over on Twitter did mine back in the past couple of weeks. We see Universe 6, of course, with the main men of that universe, Hit, Kaba and Frost in the forefront, as well as Caulifla, Kale, Magetta and Botamo in the back. So Magetta and Botamo are both returning, which is fantastic. We see a couple new guys. We see this kind of pig guy, and as well as these very ominous kind of silhouettes behind Hit. We're not sure what these guys are. There's a couple other characters like this in other universes, but there's these kind of silhouettes that we don't get to see their character, just you know, silhouettes. So I'm wondering if they're maybe going to be important characters later on in the tournament or what, but I'm actually going to do a video about all these universes, all my thoughts, all my opinions, possibly this week, probably this week, but kind of expect that, guys. Next up is Universe 7, our homeboys from Universe 7, nothing really much I can say there. Universe 9 is next with a very demon looking universe, including our already established trio of Dangers, Bergamo, Lavenda and Basil. Universe 10, who I and many others believe to be the Jabroni universe, with all these kind of muscular gym guys. And of course, to top it all off, Universe 11 with an entire team of Pride Troopers. They even have this pose in the coloured smoke, the very kind of stereotypical thing. It really, like now more than ever, it really reminds me of the Ginyu Force, and even to a further extent, the Super Sentai. And with that, 19 episodes later, the stage is set, as next episode, the Tournament of Power, finally begins, as the episode ends there. But now with the episode out of the way, it's time to get into the overall thoughts of this episode. I have to say, this episode is an absolutely brilliant primer for the Tournament of Power. Like, during this episode, I was, like, nothing was happening, and I was still marking out. The fact that this show, this episode, has been able to do that is insane. I haven't felt this hyped since I watched Vegito versus Zamasu back in the Future Trunks arc. That's the last time I felt this hyped. And episode 97's previews, which I'm just about to talk about, is just an even bigger indication of how hype this tournament is going to be. We've got so many different brawls. We've got Universe 11 versus Universe 4, Universe 7 taking on Universe 4, Universe 9, Universe 3, Universe 6. All these different universes are going to be going at it, and it's going to be fantastic. I honestly can't wait. But this episode, fantastic primer. The only problem I really have is that they never really gave us any information about anyone that we don't already know. They could have gave us a little bit of information, a couple of names here and there, name drop a couple of the important characters. However, other than that, I have no problems with this episode. This episode was beyond my expectations. I thought this was just going to be a kind of, not so much boring, but just a kind of slow episode, and it was very much the opposite of that. But now with the overall thoughts out of the way, it's time to get into the previews with episode 97 entitled Survive. The curtain finally rises on the Tournament of Power. As we get into the previews, we see straight away that it is an absolute bloodbath brawl. One thing is certain, if you have been waiting for your action fix this arc so far, and you haven't been satisfied with, you know, Goku versus Gohan, Goku versus 17, all the Zen Exhibition match stuff at the start of the arc, then you are going to receive your action fix and more in this episode. There's crazy brawls we can see. So right away, Toppo and Goku charging, probably not at each other. We see a lot of kind of camera trickery in this episode, previewed by Toei. So we also see a wolf guy from Universe 4 fighting this frog looking Pride Trooper from, of course, Universe 11. We see two of the bulkier guys of the tournament, a big guy from Universe 4 butting heads with a golem looking guy from Universe 9. We see the trio of Danger charging at someone. We see Murichim, which to me, this very much surprised me. We see Murichim, the muscle guy we got introduced to from Universe 10, somehow managing to butt heads with Toppo, which is crazy. Toppo of all people is butting heads with this guy. We see Hele shocked. We see Goku whamming on the spy who we saw in the run-up to Frieza's return from Universe 4. We see the female Pride Trooper as well as Buff Roshi firing off that original Kamehameha. We see the Universe 3 fighters charging at people and all firing at 17 who has the green barrier as always. We see the Zenos marking out, which is definitely what we'll be like in this episode. We see Goku hit the spy with this huge kick. We then see Jiren just kind of standing there as all these explosions are going off in the background, with him then finally standing up against Goku. However, I don't think they're going to be fighting yet. This is just kind of a sizing up part where they're going to sort of test each other's strength. Maybe like a couple minute sparring match and then they'll get split up. However, we then get the title, Survive. The curtain finally rises on the Tournament of Power with shots of different universes, with Goku charging in this weird red flash in Jiren's eye, but it might just be a camera trick as the previews end there. This episode is definitely going to be a fantastic start to this tournament. A lot of very, very interesting interactions we've already got just through this preview alone. What I feel is going to be the best part of this episode is watching that initial charge of all the different universes. I believe we saw a couple of them. We did see, the trio of dangers charging. We saw Universe 3 charging. I think we'll all see the universes charge into the middle because they know standing in the middle is going to be the best situation for them because, you don't want to stand next to the edge of the arena or you're just going to get easily whacked off the edge by anyone. Any jabroni can knock you off the edge if they're putting enough effort into it. So I think they're all going to charge into the middle of the arena and they're going to duke it out. And as the tournament kind of goes on, the kind of radius of which they're fighting is going to expand and they're going to go closer and closer to the edge of the arena. But that's just my prediction and I want to know your guys' predictions. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Do you think that this Tournament of Power arc or Universe Survival arc is going to surpass the Future Trunks arc? And are you excited to finally get into this tournament after 19 episodes of build-up? Please share this amongst your friends, and if you could, please hit the bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get a notification every single time I upload. That way you'll get every single piece of content to you as it goes up. I've been AzureAce and thanks for coming to the video.
You have arrived. I'm here to tell you that if you don't subscribe to AzureAce for Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon TCG content, you will wander forever in the darkness of your heart.